Hey, this is Herald sports writer Manny Navarro, joined here by Safid Deen at Booker T. Washington High School. We're here to talk a little recruiting. Monday morning here, 2 days away from National Signing Day, Safid, and let's talk Hurricanes because we're here at Booker T. They got 2 kids, Chad Thomas, Demetrius Jackson, committed among their 26 commitments. Chad took a couple trips, but it looks like he's staying home.
Definitely, Chad Thomas really likes Miami's music program, and it's one thing that's really been a factor for him in his recruitment. He's been probably one of the most solid recruits this whole year, and I really expect that to stay on Wednesday.
We've been looking at following Miami recruiting closely over the weekend. Obviously, they're still in play for a couple kids. J.C. Jackson, the cornerback out of Immokalee, big-time kid, committed to Florida. Took an unofficial visit to Gainesville this past week. And talk about the latest with J.C.
J.C. Jackson did go to UF, and it was kind of a shock because people were expecting him to meet with Al Golden Saturday night. He did end up meeting with Al Golden Saturday night. They had just enough time for him to leave Gainesville to go back to Immokalee and meet with Golden. From all talks, the visit went well, and he's kind of be a signing date thing too. It's kind of a UF lean, though. I'm not sure if he's going to commit to UM, but who knows? Everything's all going to go down on Wednesday.
Overall, what do you think of this Hurricanes class? I mean, they got 9 kids already enrolled, some big-timers from down here. You look at a kid like Joe Yearby, Trevor Darling, Casey McDermott, the All-American out of Palm Beach Central. The early guys, what do you think of the early enrollees?
I'm really impressed with a lot of them. Braxton Berrios, for one, he really shined at the Under Armour All-American game. He did tweet something about him having a torn ACL, which is a little of a loss, but he's a really dynamic offensive force. I really like Tyree Brady as well. He's a big playmaker on the wide receiver end. And on defense, you got guys like Mike Smith, Demetrius Jackson, Chad Thomas, like we talked about as well, Anthony Moten. These are guys that are really going to be a staple in UM's defense for years to come.
When you look at this class and on Wednesday, are there any kids at this point that really look like we're going to have to sweat out if you're a Hurricanes fan where you're saying, okay, Miami might end up losing them? And is there a guy out there that maybe Miami's really in the play for?
I'm not sure if Miami ends up losing anybody. I think the main factor of losing out on was Travante Valentine from Champagnat. He was a longtime UM commit and he did decommit because of Al Golden coaching rumors. He looks like to be a favorite for LSU, so I think UM fans have kind of coped with that one already. The other big name that I would see out there is honestly Trayon Harris and J.C. Jackson. Like I said, J.C. Jackson might be UF bound. Trayon Harris could follow him there too, but he's been a longtime FSU commit, and Auburn has always also been in the picture for him. So we'll see.
Overall, the Hurricanes, again, 26 commitments. They ended up getting Michael Weiss, the JUCO defensive tackle, back into the class. That was big for them, obviously. They're still a player for Travante Valentine, the All-American out of Champagnat High School. That'll be a big announcement. That'll be at 10:30 a.m. Here, Booker T, they're doing their ceremony at 9, so we expect Chad Thomas and Demetrius Jackson to sign with Miami. Parting thought overall on this Miami class, they're ranked in the top 10.
I think despite of the maybe losing Travante Valentine, some saying is more certain than it is, but this defense is really going to be one to be excited about. And the playmakers on offense, like I mentioned before, along with Brad Kaya, like we didn't mention well, but this class is going to be really bode well for UM and UM fans for years to come.
All right, Safid, thank you. Can't wait for signing day.